Builder to builder. Sabra Johnson coming at you, man. I'm going to say good evening, not good morning. Want to talk to you today about your labor rate. I'm going to talk to you today about knowing your audience and knowing your value. Hey, man, this is Restoration Masterclass. We're going to empower each other to take these businesses to the next level. I want you to succeed. I want your family to succeed. As the word says, I want you to take care of your children's children through the work of your hands through this aftermarket enterprise that we're in. I'm in the restoration business. You may be in the restaurant business. You may be in the retail segment of it. Maybe you're a pro, professional restylers organization. Maybe you're more of a tour road, kind of an off-road kind of segment, the overland kind of community. Maybe you're in the collision center. No matter what segment of this aftermarket you're in, it's going to be very important that you know two things. The first one is you got to know your audience. And the second one is you must know your worth. Now, as I go into this, let me help you understand. You are selling labor. You have one of the most precious commodities around. Now, that labor, those raw, that cost of goods, which is going to be the raw materials, along with that specialized labor, you put those two together and they're going to produce an end product. And in my case, it's a restored car. It's a resto mod. It's a restoration rescue. It's an upholstery. It's a whatever that end product is. But what you must understand, and in our business, in the aftermarket, and definitely on the automotive customization side, fabrication side, modification side, we're selling a whole bunch of labor. Now, there are manufacturers, yes, it takes labor for them to produce their product, but they're really selling a product. They're on that retail side or that wholesale side. They're not actually, a lot of times, the manufacturer is producing the product, but the retailer is selling the product that the manufacturer produced. So they don't have the same cost of goods that you and I have. We are selling labor. You got to get that through your head. That's the one thing you must understand. The other thing, it's kind of like a baseball player, man. What am I talking about if you just tuned in? I want you to know your audience, and I want you to know your value. You have to know both of them. You have to know your audience. When I say know your audience, you must know your consumer. You must know who's the right fit for you. Preacher friend of mine would say it this way: hey man, you can't pastor someone unless God put you in their heart. He said, if God don't put you in their heart, man, how you gonna pastor them? How you gonna pastor them unless God put in their heart for them to submit to your leadership? Well, it's the same thing here. I like a good hamburger, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna pay $15 for a hamburger. Oh, you better watch out. I'll pay $25 for a hamburger. But it's hard for me to pay $50. I just ain't your customer. That $50 hamburger, I ain't your dude. $100 hamburger, please don't call me. I'm not your consumer. So you take the baseball player, and these baseball players, guess what happens? They're going to be up to the plate only so long. So they're going to hit that baseball. They're going to pitch that baseball. They're going to shoot that basketball. They're going to run that football only for so long. Running back, they make all that money. I mean, what, 4 years and he done? 4 years and he's washed up? The man has to live for the rest of his life. Serena Williams is on top. Yeah, she retired. She ain't even 40. How long, when you are in a physical, you're producing the physical energy to produce this revenue, that's a tough game to be in. And this game that we're in the aftermarket, when it comes to restoration, fabrication, modification, hey man, we like athletes. You ain't got but so long on this stage. All this dancing I'm doing, all these product we're putting out, I as a human, I only have so long. You say, well, you don't own it, you can stay a little bit longer. Okay, well, my best guy over there ain't got but so long. Well, you can get another one. It don't work like that, baby. Specialized labor is very difficult to get. It's very hard to get. The raw goods, the raw materials. Look at the combustible engine now. It's very difficult to get. What am I talking about if you just tuned in? Listen, number one, I want you to know your audience, meaning who's the right fit for your product. And then I want you to know your worth. Because we have only so long on this stage. Some of the greatest aftermarket restoration companies in the world, great builders whose names I can call and you'll know them. What are they doing? They ain't selling labor, man, they selling products. Why? You can only sell labor for so long. Your greatest TV shop, they don't make a whole lot of money per se. A lot of them don't even take outside jobs. So how do they make that money? Man, they selling a product. Look at them. Whoever you like, Chip Food, Chip Food's rims, Chip Food is this, Chip Food's that, Chip. That's somebody else manufacturing. He just licensed out his name and sold the name. Why? Man, you can't sell labor for so long. And labor is hard to sell. Now, so is the lesson, is the moral, is the end result? I want to help you, builder. Is the end result? I want to help you, young lady. I want to help you, family. I want to help you, my brother. I want to help you from the north, the east, the west, and the south. I want to help you succeed. But you got to know you selling labor. Now let me move on. I'm going to get out of here. Listen, don't give away your labor, man. Don't give it away you only have for so long. Listen, man, I'll fight to the death before I give away my labor. I'm not giving away labor. I'm not going to do it. And my consumer, my client, my true customer, they don't ask me to give it away. See? Your true friend does not ask you to operate outside of your character. Not your true friend. And the same thing with your true customer. Your true customer understands that you have to make a living too. Your true customer understands you have to make money too. So I had an attorney once, and I'll tell you the other thing was, you get to the top, you're talking about selling labor, you better have a good attorney on speed dial. We live in a litigious society. That's just the way it works. Because some people are going to enter into your system that's not your consumer. And when they enter into your system, all they're going to want to do is take something from you. So you have to be prepared. What Tupac said, baby? More money, more problems. More in them, more problems. That's just the way that works. But I want you to understand your labor. I don't want you to give away your labor. So I had an attorney once, and now he charged me $350 an hour. If he got to go to court, it's $500 an hour. And so I was doing a car for the attorney, and he said, man, $115 an hour. I said, wait a minute, you charge $350. Well, ain't no well. We got that same specialized knowledge, see? It took us all our lives to get this training, see? You $350. When they put it in perspective, see, out of that $115, I got to pay my staff, I got to pay my overhead, I got to buy a uniform, I gotta have all this compliance. I gotta have insurances. I gotta buy parts. I gotta buy raw goods. I gotta buy material. Man, $115 rough. It's just not enough money to go around. We make pennies of profit in this business. If you listen to me. We make pennies on profit in this business. But it's okay, because the volume can be so great. It's like the grocery store. You do okay. You do great in this business. I have a great life because of the aftermarket. I wouldn't trade it, man. I wouldn't trade my hand for yours. I wouldn't trade one of mine for two of yours. I'm gonna keep my hand. I love this aftermarket. It's been good to me. It's made me a tremendous success. But do not give away your labor. And when you find a consumer that wants you to give away your labor, do not give away your labor. Do not give away your labor. Do not give it away. Now, what's the key to not giving away your labor? I'm going to give you 5 quick keys on that. Now, number 1, the 3 things in the middle. I got 5 fingers, right? These 2 going to be the key. These 2 right here going to be the key. See? So what I'm getting at is, so you need an entry-level way into your product. You need an entry level. Porsche known for what? 911, baby. Maybe that GT3. I mean, that's what they're known for. Corvette, that Z06, baby. That's not what Chevrolet sells. That's a legacy product. See, that's a lost leader. So you're going to have something on the bottom and something on the top. These 2 may not make you the money. So you're going to have an entry-level way into experiencing you. I used to do diagnostics a lot, and I love doing diagnostics, but I had to stop. Why? Folks want something for nothing. Man, I'm not finna spend 2 weeks diagnosing your car and telling you what's wrong for $100. I'm not gonna do that, sir. Now, I will tell you what's wrong with a certain system within your car for a certain percentage of time. Well, does that labor then apply to the work? This ain't brake check. This is a restoration business with highly specialized knowledge. No, we sell our information if you want our information. So you're going to have an entry-level way in. I don't have that entry-level way. You can't come to me in that way and in that segment, but you'll find a way. You find an entry-level, and you let that be less than like 10% of what you do. 10% of what you do. You know, it's hard to come to me under $10,000. Why? Because I'm just not going to take the job. You know, $10,000 is 2 weeks worth of work, or if you count parts in there, it's about a week and a half plus parts, something like that. I'm so big now, I just can't take the liability on a $2,000 job. And then the person wants to complain and all this. I don't have time for that. You know, so you got to find an entry-level prospect that makes sense for you, where your true customer has an opportunity to experience you at a lesser financial. Does that make sense? You give them a way in, give them a way give them a taste test. That's just business tips. Then you got to have a top end where it gives you the opportunity to showcase what you do, but your profit margin may not be as great as the middle meat of it. I'm trying to clean this up really, really fast. But this is for the one who want to go all the way, man. It's going all the way. Now, in my case, that's going to be like $400,000 and up. That's that $400,000 to $700,000 range. Do I get a lot of them? Not a lot, but boy, I get a few. And those, I swing for the fence on those. Why? Because a client is giving me an opportunity. He's saying, go get them, boss. Go show the world who you are. And I'm going to fund it for you. I'm with you. I want you to go get them. Go show them you the best of the best. I know it take money. I know it take investment. Man, I got $500,000 I'm going to give you. And I want you to build me the baddest XYZ that's out there. There are some of those clients out there. And let me tell you, when you get that, you got to go get them. So you got to find out what is your extreme. I've never built $1 million car. I built a bunch of them $500,000, $600,000, but I ain't never built $1 million car. So I know my slanging pitch. The $1 million client, come on, see your boy. Come on, see me. Come on, bring me that 7-figure car. Come on, see me. But that's my high, and on my low, it takes about 10 to get in. A lot of people say, man, you got to take them 10. Hey, baby, you ain't got to bring me nothing. Go to the next guy. But to come to me, you're going to have a certain scope of work. I'm not going to repair your brake light. I'm not going to change your oil. If you're my client, I'll change your oil for life. I don't care about that. Love to take care of my clients. But that's not how we're built. And what we found is individuals just don't appreciate us if you don't have the financial capacity. So then you got a middle journey. I call it the bread and butter, man. That's how we make our money. That's our sweet spot. The reality is, and what I do, and in my system, the highest percentage of a lot of the restorations we do, they fall between 130 and 225. A lot of people just like that sweet spot. 130 to 225. Now, is it a $600,000 car? No, stop comparing it. But is it the $20,000 car either? No, it's not that either. Stop comparing it. But that's a really, really sweet spot for me. The other one is restoration rescues. Somebody else started the car. I need to finish the car. Some of those are between like 80 and 160. You know, normally. It just depends on how much work they couldn't finish. Because we're known for doing everything. Most shops can't do everything. So you got to depend on another shop to get it done. What I'm trying to share with you, do not give away your labor. Understand that you're only going to be on this stage but so long. So while you're on this stage, you need to make your money. And your client, your consumer, your customer, guess what they want you to do? They want you to make your money, baby. Hey, I went to go see my boy Les the other day. Les, barbecue Les. You know, I had about $1,000 with me. I went over there and gave him $300 for some oxtail. Man, I ain't no $300. That's 5 plates, $60 a plate. A lot of money to me. And so, but nah, I mess with you. I like you. You my guy. Man, pop. I don't even care what they taste like. People say, well, was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. Why? Because God put him in my heart. So I took my money and I went over there and shook hands and kicked it with him for a while. Why? Because that's my dude. See? I mess with him. I agree with him. I tabernacle with him in spirit. I don't care what they taste like, to be honest with you. And really, didn't eat a whole lot of them. Why? Because I want to bless you, man. God sent me to be a blessing in your life. That's the type of consumer you want. That's the type of customer you want. You want a customer that's for you. Man, I got some clients. Guess who they want to build a car? You can line them up. Me and this one and that one, whoever you think somebody, guess who they going to pick every time? Baby, they going to bet on black every time. They going to pick me every time. You think they're at the casino? I got mine on black. Every time, that's what it's about. You got to know your consumer, man. Last thing, and I know I'm taking way too long. They may break this up for you. Last thing, do not serve a people group. Listen to this. My mama taught me this when I was growing up. Everybody who your kin ain't your kind. I used to be like, Mama, that's my cousin. Mama, what you mean? That's my cousin. She said, boy, everybody your kin ain't your kind. Hey, man, you got to understand that. So I'm not a pigmentation builder, see? I'm not a geographical builder. That's not how I work. I'm not a cultural builder. I build for individuals who want nothing but the best. And that's willing to pay for it. If you want the best, and you're willing to pay for the best, give me a call. If you want anything less than the best, if you don't want to pay market rate, do not lose my number, please. Don't call me. I don't bat an eye about that. And I don't want you to bat an eye about that. Why? Because you only got so long on that plate, man. You only got so long at the plate. And I want you to win this game of the aftermarket.